Okay, back here with Romeo. Here he is. So Romeo's been doing some work, building out his page, his store, getting everything ready. Right now it's a Tuesday. We're going to shoot to get Romeo sales this weekend based upon what he's learned. I'm going to share my screen with you, Romeo, so we can get going. Okay, here we go. So to get started, let me just jump into your store real quick. Juliet's Models. And on the homepage, the first thing I see, okay, you added products. You customized your theme. You haven't added your domain yet. Okay, this video right here is all about the details of your store and your pages, because with a chain, you have 1 weak link, the whole thing breaks apart. And the only way you're going to see success in e-commerce is if everything is in alignment, it's done properly, and you haven't skipped any steps, you haven't missed anything. So today is very, very important about looking at the details. I know, Romeo, that you're just learning all this. You're new to it. You're just trying to do the best you can based upon you and I just having these quick conversations to get you up and running for Valentine's Day trend. So I understand the mistakes. I'm glad you're making them because it allows us to go over the details of what other people might miss beside yourself. So this is really great that we get to see these things. So right here, we're being told from Shopify on our homepage we need to add a domain. So let's quickly look at that. So Romeo chose Juliet's Models as his brand, his company, his store name. So what I would do first if I was Romeo, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to show you so you can do it. So I'm going to quickly do GoDaddy.com. And I want to see, is that name available, so that way I can have julietsmodels.com. So here, find your perfect domain, julietsmodels.com. Search just to see. Oh, I just spelled it wrong. Hold on, I'm going to have to go back in. Juliet's Models. Oh, now I hit continue to cart. Jeez. All right, so they say third time's the charm. Let's type this in correctly and search. Juliet'sModels.com. Search. Oh, it's available. Should I steal this from Romeo right now? Should I steal it? No, I would not steal it from you, Romeo. So as soon as we hang up, you're going to want to go in and purchase the name Juliet'sModels.com for $11.99. You add that to your cart. This is where you get to choose your business name. So just choose support at Juliet'sModels.com. Quick and simple. That'll give you professional email, professional domain name, and the setup will be done. Add in the privacy feature in the email. This will cost about just under 20 bucks, somewhere around there. So do that right away, and we're going to start looking much more professional than what we do right now. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, so now let's go back to your Shopify, which is, let me just close out of GoDaddy. I don't need that right now. Okay, so back on your Shopify store, we're going to go under apps. And here's your funnel builder. This is where we build our pages. So I'm going to review what Romeo did. He actually started on his page for Valentine's Day selling his Forever Love Rose Bear. And for this video, we're going to critique him. We're going to tear him apart. We're going to tear you apart, Romeo.
I know.
The only way we learn is to tear you apart.
Okay, it's okay.
I scanned this quickly. I didn't want to go over too much because I wanted to do it with you.
I know.
Hey, maybe he did some things right that I give you a high five for. Here, we're gonna look at positives and negatives here.
Oh my God! Prepare my shield.
So right now we have funnel builders reading Shopify opening up for us. Boom. Okay, now it's open. Now
so the third one.
Yep. So these are the templates that I gave you, and before I even open it up, I know a big mistake that you did, and you edited the template that I gave you. So what you don't want to edit the initial template, because You need something as a starting point. So instead of doing that, I'm going to go into Pages and give you my template once again. So it's unedited. That way we're going to review your page that you edited and compare that to the template and see what changes are needed. So under the pages here, I'm going to import new page. I'm just going to grab the one that's my page 1. You didn't do anything with pages 2 or 3, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so good. So for this video, we'll just look at page 1. I'm uploading the JSON code. Import. Okay, you got my template again. Now, when you have the template, instead of editing it, you'll see right here, this is your clone. You want to clone that. Clone, I'm going to hit it. You have to give it a different name. So we're doing Valentine's Day, so you want to call yours, we'll call it Love Bear. Okay, and I don't know your price points that you went in with. What's the retail and what's the price that you're selling?
29. We sell it for 29.
What did you choose for a retail price?
29.
I'm sorry, for you know, your inflated price. What does it retail for, and then what's your? I understand that you're giving a discount and selling it for $29, but what's your retail price on it?
It costs like $6, and we're selling it for 29.
No, but for retail, I mean, like, you know, what would this price sell on the marketplace for?
Oh,
69?
on the market?
Let's do 69. We're talking Valentine's, Romeo, Juliet. For some reason,
they sell it all over for like 99.
99. Okay, wow. All right, so let's do 99 minus 29. Woo, $70 off. And you could choose either a dollar amount or a percentage. Okay, so if we did 29 divided into 99, all right, so it's about 70%. I like, let's do 70% off for this. 70% off. And this is the Forever Love Rose Bear. Now we gave it the title. We hit next. Now, what I know you didn't do on your page, you never uploaded the correct product. So it wasn't able to, and when I pull up your page, I'll show you what I mean, but you're going to have to edit this and actually search for your product in your store, the Rose Bear. So we'll just, here it is, Forever Love Rose Bear. You'll click on that. Okay, boom. Now, what we're doing is importing the bear into your funnel builder. So now you're selling the right product. Okay. And let's just show you what so there's that page. So this is the page that you're going to update. Okay. After this call, when you're building out your page, this is where you're going to build from. Valentine's Day, Love Bear, 1 of 3. And going down to what you did, which was right here. I'm just going to view this so that way we can rip you apart. Okay, so I'm going to preview your work in this tab here. Okay, now we get to go through and see what you did. First, I love the logo and the name here. It just, the color, that being a rose, you selling a Rose Bear, perfect alignment. I mean, that's beautiful. Just the way that is, it all just comes together so nicely. So kudos on the logo and name for our product for Valentine's Day. This just all ties in beautifully. Notice for our call us number, you put in a 609 number. And if we give any idea that we're not a professional business, people will not buy from us. So after this call, just like you go into GoDaddy, you want to go to evoice.com, get yourself an online 1-800 number for, I think, $15. Get that and put that 800. You could choose 800 number, 866 or 888. Put that in that field right there that you have your 609 number, and you put in your Gmail email address, which is a no-no. You want to add the one that you're going to create, which is support@julietsmodels.com. All that makes sense?
Support, yeah.
Okay. Now you'll see under your viewing the page, when you created this, because you never imported the product, you'll notice your variances here. Choose color. The drop down has white, purple, and blue, but that's my heart pendant variances, that because you never populated the product. So now I'm going to go back into Funnel Builder so that we're going to view the page that I just created. You know, we cloned the initial template and now we created the Love Bear page. I'm going to click on that. Now, just so you don't forget as you're creating the page, the first thing I always want you to do once you open it up is up here in settings, under the drop-down bar, I want you to go to SEO settings. Here is where you'll change out the page title. I'm not going to do this. I'll let you do everything, but this will be 70% off Forever Love Rose Bear for the page title. Your page description, whatever you created on your page, you're going to put some of that in here under page description, and then you're going to click the image button so that way you can upload your primary image into this field, and then you're going to save changes. Okay, that's the very first thing you want to do when you start a new page is SEO settings, because now when somebody opens it up, they're going to see that at the top. It's going to look very nice. So moving on, you'll notice, look at your review page here. You typed in Valentine's Day pre-sale, the Forever Love Rose Bear. You don't have to type anything in that field. When you actually import the product like we did, look, Forever Love Rose Bear, it automatically populated the name. You don't have to type anything on the page. That's going to happen automatically. Okay. And then you could change out your image to the bear. But you'll notice here now the variants that I had, which were the 3 colors, is now gone because you uploaded your page. So here it is here, the color. I know you do have color variances, so you're going to want this field. So you're just going to put that down where it's supposed to be. And then you would go ahead and just make sure that looks the same as choose quantity, which you would hit that wheel right up here. It's just simply choose color. Okay.
If you go back, you will see a couple of pages. I change. If you scroll down, you don't see really what I change. Because it's like, because if you go back, you will see like the other page on the list, and it's gonna be like the last one.
On what page? What page are you referring to?
It's called. To show you, like, it's called Valentine's Day Heart Pendant 1 of 3.
Okay, so you want me to look at?
Yeah, because if you go back.
Well, that's what I'm looking at right here. This is your page. Is this the one you're referring to? This is the one that you edited prior to this video.
Yes, but I don't know why I don't see the pictures I upload with yours, you know. Oh yeah, you see.
Yeah, remember, I'm showing you the brand new page, but this is your page that you did. So okay, so I want to just keep moving forward with this page here. Now you saw how it auto-populated the title. Now let me just go back into the one we created now, so that way, because I just want to jump back and forth between the one that that I created now and the one that you did, so that way we could see what you did wrong. Okay, so notice I have the title Holiday Crave. It's registered, and I have 5-star reviews. This says compare at price and price with brackets. Right there is coding. You don't need to change that section. That'll auto-populate when you populate the product like we did. So when you're under here, notice now the okay, going down. This is the page you created. So see, your name of your company isn't right here. So that's missing. So you'll want to add that. And also, instead of having the same amount of 5-star reviews, you could go on AliExpress, see how many reviews these bears got, and just throw in how many reviews they have. And just change that up a little bit to make it your own, so the template isn't exact. So going into Funnel Builder, here's how it's done right here. All I'm doing, I'm hitting the cog wheel to edit. Right here, edit with editor. When you click edit with editor, now here's where you would type in Juliet's models. Okay, and then you would put in the number of 5 stars that you find for this product. Just throw that in there and then hit the save button. So there's your name on this now instead of Holiday Crave. Notice it just says compare price. That auto populates that section. Now, on your page, that was good. Look, you took out bestseller and custom jewelry. Of course, you don't want that if you're selling the Heart Bear. You took that out. That's fine. If you want to replace it with something, you can. If not, you don't have to. Again, this is just a template. You don't have to have everything exactly the same. And that takes care of that. Now here, since we're doing 70% off, I do see you did a list price of $129. You want to switch that to $99, and then this would be 70% off. That's just easy changes. So scrolling down, sometimes you want to make adjustments. You didn't. The image that you have is a little smaller than the image on the template, as you see. So this is a 500 by 500 size. Your size is smaller. If you want to keep the smaller size, you might want to just make these guys here, these trust badges, a little smaller and move them up. Play around with the positioning, because you'll see how spaced that is. That's a very far space, where you'll notice on my template here, when I have the bigger image, it's much closer. So if I actually preview that, it'll look good, especially on a cell phone. Most of your buyers are going to be buying right from their mobile phone. So always looking at your work on a mobile phone will help along the way. Okay, so still scrolling down your page. You'll notice this was all code that you didn't have to touch or do anything. This code just populated for you. It just determines where you are. I'm in New Jersey, and the date as to when the estimated shipping is. You'll notice you went with the image a little smaller. You're okay. On a phone, it's going to cover the whole size of the phone, but you'll notice how my image is from complete right to left. So you'll want to alter that if you want. If not, you could keep it that way. So here, talking about a little bit of the topic, this Forever Love Rose Bear makes for the perfect Valentine's Day gift for who matters most in your life. The timeless gift that never fades. I'd probably just put that on a second line to break that up a little bit. So that way, instead of having it bulky. And then this right here, this is considered your description area. It's very bulky as well. People won't really pay attention to it when it's very bulky. Going into the template page, you'll notice, I'm sorry, let me just open up. Real quick, page 2. Just so I'm doing this right now, just so you could see how my descriptions are always broken up with bullet points. All of my pages are similar. You know, see how I separated the 2 lines? This creates a little bit easier on the eyes to look at and actually want to read instead of having it bulk up. So I just make sure that I'm creating spaces. I'm not having a lot of content that's all bulked together. Look at the way my descriptions are all very short. I like to, for the most part, have them on one line. So that way when you're scrolling on your phone, it looks very nice. It's actually legible and clear, and you could see it very quickly. So for your description section, I'd like to see next time when you redo this, having these all broken up. So that way they're a little bit easier to read like they are here. If you want to create a little bit additional depth, you know, you throw in some emojis right in between those to break them up. Maybe add the word description if you'd like. And scrolling down, so you've added your images of the products. The reason they look spaced is simply because the images are smaller. Okay, so now you pulled this from Facebook. That's fine. My boyfriend just surprised me with a teddy bear that's made out of roses. I love this, man. That's, you know, very good. Look at that, 955 likes. So I like this. The one thing I would do is crop out the top. This company, Read Joe Cora, and that's a terrible name for a company. I don't even get why they have this profile picture, and because they're a sponsored ad, I could see. that they're paying, and I just don't like the name or the profile picture, but I love I love what they're selling. I love the picture of the girl and that cleavage and just this all around. I like it. Just crop out that top. You never want to promote someone else's business on your page since it's your page. So just crop that top out. Scrolling down, I like that the girl's holding the bear there. She's happy. She's got a smile on her face. And we offer a variety of colors for you to choose. So I like it. Here's the couple holding the bear. You know, that they're happy. I like it. These handmade bears last a lifetime with no maintenance required. I like it. Okay, and again, same thing as we did up top, just adding your company name, Juliet's Models here, having the 5-star reviews match some that you find online to make it a little bit more legit. So really with this page you did, I would just kind of disregard it, use it as a practice template and build from the template page that we just created and duplicated. Now at the bottom here, I see that you took out the bottom part. I don't know why, but if you scroll all the way down the page, you're going to see here that we have 2018 to 2020 Holiday Crave, all rights reserved, copyright. You'll just switch that out, and it's just a matter of hitting the cog wheel, hitting the edit with editor button. Right here for yours, you would just take out the 2018 because your company's brand new, so it'll be 2020. And instead of reading Holiday Crave, it's going to be called Juliet's Models. Save. Okay, so now see how it just looks cleaner, looks better. I'll save that. Then where you had at the bottom, it was blank here, and it just doesn't look right. So switching that out, which I've already done on this template, looks much better. Right there, it looks like the all rights reserved isn't centered. Let's see if we can find out why. There we go. Okay. So that's critiquing your page to make it better. Let me go back into the editor section, which was here, I believe. Yep. So this was the page that you did. You could just go in and either make the changes or start with the fresh template. See, we were seeing the big spaces on the preview. We're seeing the big spaces between images here. And that's just simply because the images you chose are smaller. Now you could expand them to pixel 500 by 500. If when you do that, just make sure it doesn't distort the image when expanding them. You could keep them this way if you like. It's entirely up to you. When I look at it, I just see a lot of space between it when the image, it could be bigger. Check it out on your phone. So now when your page is complete, here's what you got to do. Let's say this is your page right here. You're done. And you're not building a funnel. You just want this one page to run. So see up here on the top, you have your real big URL. You don't want a real big URL because when you're creating pages, it doesn't look clean. So I'm going to highlight this page. If this was the page that I want all my marketing to go to, I'm going to highlight it and copy it. And then I'm going to go into my Shopify store. Now, I spoke about this on the Shopify video. I'm going over again here because it's so important. Under online store, you want to go down to navigation. Under your navigation, my computer is running a little slow today. I probably got to restart it. I have a lot of tabs open in Windows. So under navigation right here where it says URL redirects, you want to create URL redirect. Okay, here's where you would Control V, which is copy. It's pasting that long URL that you just copied, and here you would redirect it to from a name that you'd want to use. So that would be Juliet's Model. Once you create your domain name from GoDaddy, so you're going to have julietsmodels.com, connected that. Then you're going to go right here and create a link for your page. So maybe this will be /LoveBear. If you want to call it Love Bear or True Love or Forever Love. Forever Love sounds good if you want to call it. Whatever you choose for your redirect, that's where you would put it and you would save it. So now when we're creating our ads, on our ad itself, we'll have julietsmodels.com /foreverlove, Love Bear, whatever you pick. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So going back to your home page, we're going to leave that page. I don't want to save that. Going back to your home page, once you go to GoDaddy after this video and you create your domain name, julietsmodels.com, and you have your email address, orders@julietsmodels.com, then you'll come here, hit Add Domain. When you click Add Domain, here's where Connect Existing Domain. You'll already have the name, so you just hit Connect. This is going to be quick and easy. And you're going to punch it in here and hit Next and just follow the steps. That way, Shopify can read your GoDaddy account and actually connect each other so they see each other. Does that sound easy enough? Is that simplistic?
Yes.
Yeah, just follow the prompts, what it tells you to do, so that way you connect your Shopify store with your GoDaddy domain name. That's the whole goal right there. So next time for our next video, we'll have this will all be check marks, and we know that we have a nice looking domain name. On the next call, we'll have a nice page, because today is Tuesday. We are launching this weekend for you, Romeo. We're launching this weekend for Valentine's Day. Check this out. I've talked about this before. I want to talk about it again. When we go to Google Trends, under Google Trends, when we go to that web page, it's going to look like this. Right in the search bar, we're going to put, because our trend that we're focusing on right now is Valentine's Day. Okay, here's Valentine's Day. When I want to look it up, when I want to know when this trend starts, I want to know when this trend ends, because remember, success is in the details. This tells us the trend has already begun right here. Now, it's only the infancy stage of the trend. You'll see it starts typically around the week of January 5th. Here's where it peaks, which is the week of February 10th, and then it ends for the week of February 17th. As you get closer to the 100 mark, this is when we scale. You'll notice we're still low, so we're not really scaling yet. Starting this weekend, we could start running ads and scaling, because we're catching. Act as if you're a surfer, and this is a big wave coming up. Imagine you're a surfer, and you know exactly when the wave is going to begin, when it's going to peak, and when it's going to crash. So we could foresee when we want to run our ads and when we want to scale. So because the peak is coming up, I'm going to start scaling in real time. I'm going to start scaling what I'm doing right now with my heart pet, and I'm going to start scaling this weekend because the wave is starting to take shape, and I want to crush it. This week coming up, I want to start scaling, but by January 27th week, by February 3rd week, these 2 weeks, I want to absolutely crush the market with sales, and then I'll shut everything off probably right around Valentine's Day itself, which is February 14th. Sometimes I'll let it run an extra day or two, and I get additional sales, and the momentum keeps going. But after that, I shut it off. It's done. Then I prepare for the next trend, and it's just a rinse and repeat of this process. So here you can always see exactly when to start your ads, when to scale your ads. There's no guessing. It's all just data telling you what to do, when to do it. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we have that. This weekend, you're launching through the videos that I gave you for marketing, scaling, using Facebook. We're going to do all that over the course of this Valentine's Day trend. So you get to experience firsthand getting sales and scaling on your very first trend. That's super exciting. Now, have you downloaded Shopify app onto your cell phone as of yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you have that on there. Everybody make sure you have your Shopify store on your cell phone, because again, this is about turning a cell phone into a cash register. So every time you get a sale, you hear that cha-ching, and it gets exciting as the cha-chings. There you go. You have it on there. So your phone will cha-ching as you're getting sales, and you get to experience that wave. You get to ride that trend as you get more and more sales with each day as it gets closer to the big peak of your trend that you're hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we covered, quick half-hour video. We got to cover the details. This is kind of like a bonus video of covering details, getting to see Romeo's mistakes, so that way we can see what needs to be done, and that's how we learn, trial and error, experience. Any questions for me, Romeo, based upon what we went over? At this point, again, just to recap, we're going to create our domain name and email address. We're going to get our 800 number from eVoice. So that way we start making those corrections on the page, and then just scroll down, making all the corrections we spoke about from the new page we just created. Any questions as far as what's needed from you on your part?
No, that's everything's clear. I will try to get it everything for tomorrow.
Use the word try. Never use the word try.
Okay. I will get it.
Must.
I will get it.
All right, perfect. So this time tomorrow we can review your work. It'll be an add-on to this video, and just to go through again. We might not even need the video. I don't know. We'll see, because most importantly is getting us to the next step, which is reviewing your marketing, getting your marketing built. So that way this weekend, your phone cha-chings.
Oh my God.
It's so exciting. I remember the first cha-ching I ever got. I probably worked on e-commerce about 9 months. I don't know. It was a long time doing it by myself. And I was stubborn. Instead of asking my mentor questions and help, I was like, I want to do it myself. And I kept trying to do things myself. Let me stop the screen. And I kept failing. And then, finally the work that I did myself, I got that first cha-ching. My buddy was in the room with me. So we were jumping up and down. I was like, what's that? I jumped up and down, and, we're hugging each other like, yeah, we got it. We thought we could crush it and rule the world. And just to find out that when you get your first cha-ching, that's just like the starting point. But it's a huge milestone just to get that first sale. It's such a big milestone because you experienced it, and then it's like, growing those sales into more and more each day. For me, I still get excited when I create a new funnel, new product like this heart pendant. The day that we shot that video with the marketing, and we're getting sales that day, that was exciting for me because that was day one of launching a brand new product, brand new trend, brand new pages, brand new everything. And, we were crushing it right out the gate. So that's what's possible. So I was excited that happened during our videos. And so I'm excited for your success. At this point, I'm excited for your success. I'm excited to see how you go from not knowing anything to learning during the matter of a very short period of time, really in a matter of just a couple of weeks, and to actually get sales and then grow from those sales. I hope you're just as excited.
I'm so excited. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a lot of work to do. It's a lot of work to do, but I'm ready. I'm like, I tell you the truth, I'm so excited that I couldn't even sleep at night. Like that good, because I know changing is coming. I know. I'm like, I was prepared for it.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear. I love to hear that you can't sleep because you're too excited. And that's how you succeed in this business and all business, any business you choose to be in. You got to be excited about the business that you choose. You can't do something you don't want to do because it'll never work. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never see success. In order to see success, you have to work to learn in the profession that you want, that you're passionate about, that you're excited about, that you can't sleep because you're too excited about. You got to be like addicted to learning, because you put in the work to learn. That way you don't have to put in the work to earn. Your results will automatically produce the work that you put in from learning. It'll automatically produce the results that you seek. So it's not about being so hung up on the results in the beginning and during this process. It's about being hung up on just the
getting great.
Yep, learning to get great, and you couldn't have put it better because that's what you and I are doing together right now. I'm glad that you're rocking back and forth on your chair. I could
I want
see.
to be like, yeah, the best. Like I have like a vision, like it's a laser focus to be like number one at that, like really, really good, you
That's how
know.
you get success, brother. You follow your passion, number one. Then you create direction. That's what we're doing now, creating direction. And then you stay laser focused in that direction, and you can't fail. These are the steps to success. I mean, I got to repeat that. It's just so good. You figure out what you're passionate about. You go in that direction. That's step two. And step three, you stay focused, stay laser focused in that direction. You will not fail 100% of the time because you're going to learn. You're either going to learn or you're going to earn. If you fail at something, you're going to learn something, but you're staying the course, staying the course. It's all about persistence, keeping focus on where you're going. And you're going to, yes, you're going to hit hurdles. You're going to fail, but you get back up. You keep going no matter what. You keep going and you learn. And this isn't about, failing and quitting. This is about each failure is a stepping stone to get you further up to where you want to be, where you need to be. So I'm here for you, brother. I'm happy I'm along for your journey, your ride, because I'm just as excited for you as you are for yourself, because this just validates everything that I do. It's teachable, it's learnable, it's applicable for you to be a success story.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for believing me because when you have the right student, also like you will see result. You will see. I'm like 100%. I'm watching Elon Musk, and I'm like seeing this guy, and I'm like what he passed and what he did, and I'm like I want to be like him.
Well,
I want
Romeo, I'm so appreciative for you. You are great. I'm so glad that we met. I love you already, even though we just met.
to.
You're a part of my journey, part of my life. I'm so happy that we get to share. So, and you are the perfect person for me. Whether I chose you, you chose me, we chose each other. But you're perfect because you're punctual. You always show up on time. You have the eagerness. You have the drive. You have that entrepreneur type of mindset. You want to succeed. You're going to succeed. It's impossible to not succeed. You're going to stay on the course and you're going to evolve. You're going to grow with me as well. We're all going to evolve and grow together. I mean, it's just going to be such a fun, exciting journey. So I want you to know that I truly appreciate you as well. Just as much as you appreciate me, I appreciate you. And we're going to make it
Thank
happen,
you.
brother.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Again, I'm like, it's hard for me to sleep at night. And I really, I really I wanna get good at that. I really don't care about the result as much as I wanna really be good at that.
That's the way life works. You stay focused on the progress. Enjoy the journey, and the results is a byproduct from your efforts to tell you, Romeo, now you're going in the right direction. Now you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now you're doing what you came here to do, what you were meant for. And that's how you start to make an impact, not just on yourself, but on others. Right now, we're developing you so that way you have the tools that you need, the direction, the focus necessary in order to make an impact on other people's lives in whatever way that you choose. It all starts with yourself. So many people try to go out there, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Well, have you helped yourself yet? Because everybody wants to do for other people. Yeah, I understand that. I get it. But until you help yourself, you're of no value to
Yeah.
anybody. So
You
that's why it
can
took me
help.
3
Yeah.
years before it took me 3 years before I have you as one of my students, because I wasn't ready myself. I wasn't going out there trying to teach this stuff until I did it and saw results and success myself. I felt comfortable enough. Well, now I'm comfortable and confident that I go out there and start helping other people, such as yourself. But I didn't do that for the first 3 years in the e-commerce space because I was actually living and doing and being what I want to portray to other people. So I know you're going to do the same thing in your way, whatever that may be. This is a stepping stone just to get you to the next level. And we're going to
Hmm.
get there together.
Thank you. Thank you so much. For me, it's feeling like winning the lottery. This is how it's feel. But for everyone, it can feel different. You know what I mean? But me, this is what I'm trying. I try so many different stuff, and this is finally the stuff that really get me like excited again, like not sleeping good at night just because I know my life going to be to change. You know, I see that happening.
You're giving me thrill chills. If you look at my hairs are standing up right now. It's like, so here's the thing. People call them goosebumps. These are thrill chills. When you hear something that's just perfect alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, who you really are, and you just know you're in alignment with everything. You're right where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be. It's the right time. It's the right moment. It's the right people. So you sharing that, it just, I feel that. And I got hairs sticking up because I just know how right it all is, how perfect all of this is. That, you know,
I
you
tell
just
myself
can't
I
sleep.
need to be patient. Patient is the word. I've been patient, waiting for the opportunity. You're still doing what you do, but when the opportunity pop, you have to jump into. And this is what I'm doing. I jump into, because the window of opportunity doesn't stay open all the time. I tell that to people, and I teach that. And then it's happened to me, and I'm like, I have to jump in. It's like,
You
I have
remind
to
me
make
that
it happen.
you remind me the Eminem song with "Lose Yourself." You only get one shot, one opportunity to blow. Don't miss your shot, or however it
Oh
goes.
yeah,
It's
what opportunity.
it's great because I just know that, you know, you're catching your wave and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. When you can't sleep at night, you know you're in the right direction, and you're not sleeping at night because you can't sleep because of thoughts going through your head. It's the excitement that you're experiencing, knowing that you're learning what you need to learn to get you to the next step and actually become the person of who you're meant to be. You'll begin to, you know, lose the old Romeo, but find the better, more improved Romeo.
Romeo, Romeo 2.0, the
Oh,
best
Romeo
version,
2.0 coming to you.
the best version of myself coming out.
And what's great about when you do this, Romeo, when you start to become the next best version of yourself and you get there, it doesn't stop there. You know, because then all of a sudden there's another level, and then you're going to become the next best version of Romeo again. It'll be Romeo 3.0, and then 2.0 will die off. And that'll continue as long as once you start going in the right direction, it's kind of like you can't go off track very far. You can't go back because you have a better level of understanding, a new understanding about yourself to where you can't really go back down. You can't go backwards. You just keep going up because you see a better, improved view, a perspective on how you want to live your life and what you want to learn and what you want to do. So it's a forever evolving process while you're alive. I mean, you're taking this journey right now just to get to the Romeo 2.0. And I tell you, as we continue moving forward, you're going to be like, I'm ready for Romeo 3.0, 4.0. It's going to keep going up. And as that occurs, you just see more and more success as your byproduct. You know, more money comes to you, more ways to make money, which is very exciting because a lot of entrepreneurs, they get so stuck in their business that their business doesn't grow, and therefore it's like they never become the next best version, and they stay making money at just one thing because they can't grow. With this, by working on your business instead of in your business, it allows your business to grow where all of a sudden your mind starts to see other ways to make money. And then instead of just having one stream or two streams, you start with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's when I talk about, you know, Romeo 3.0, 4.0. You start making money in one avenue, all of a sudden you could branch out and start making it in multiple ways because you have that understanding. And it gets easier as things progress. You gain more money, you gain more avenues of revenue. Things get easier for you because you're not where you were, and you could see things much clearer than what you could in the past.
Yeah, this is why it's good. Like we're taking those videos to show people like I start from nothing, from zero. So they're not gonna say, "Oh, it's easy for you to talk. You already done." You know what I mean? You know how people. I'm like, I don't have nothing, nothing. Like I don't know nothing. I don't have nothing. I'm like, all I have is the drive. I have the time. I make the time, and I get stuff done. That's it. You know.
Hey, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you have support.
I have support. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's a
This is
key
the
thing.
biggest thing. Without this, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's just like as soon as I hit like a wall, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not meant to do that. Maybe it's not for me, you know, and all this limited belief stuff coming out. And yeah, it's a big. Again, it's like having you. It's like I feel like it's winning the lottery. This is how I view it. You know.
And you know, so many entrepreneurs, Romeo, they forget about the support end of things because, especially as men, a lot of us, we just have big egos, And it's tough to just put our ego aside and just say, we don't know. Like I said, I spent a lot of months until I got a sale. I had my ego thinking, I'll figure it out myself. I'll figure it out myself. Well, I wasted a lot of time that way when you just got to push your ego aside and be like, listen, I need support. I'm human. I'm just like everybody else. I need support. I need help. I need guidance because it's going to make things quicker. It's going to make things easier. It's going to make things just happen. And that way you don't give up. You have like a coach, you have somebody on your shoulder being like, go Romeo, do this. This is what you do. Do it, do it, do it. And when you have somebody there as a support system, it makes it so much easier to actually do. And I think too many entrepreneurs just forget about the support part of the equation.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I feel like I'm going on a rocket now. I'm going to fly on a rocket. Oh my God, I don't know where it's gonna take us. It's gonna pass the moon. Like you said, we're going to pass the moon with this rocket.
We're going out into the universe.
I imagine this is a rocket chair, and I'm going to buckle up and to count to the 10. You know, it's going to. Yeah, I'm really excited again. I'm really thankful, grateful for your help, and it's amazing. It's just like. It's hard for me to go to my regular job.
Yeah, because then you're like, that's the old Romeo. It's gonna get harder and harder.
Like my friend tell me, like, man, when you get good at this, you're gonna hate going to the mall. You're gonna hate seeing this. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, you're not gonna like doing it. So I'm like, no, but I signed a list for a year.
But yeah, and that's cool. You know, we have to do certain things to get to the next step, to get to the next level. And what's cool about what you just shared is like, you know, I'm in my chair. I'm doing it from my chair. It's like a rocket ship. And that's really cool because what we're all about with doing this is about creating freedom, right? So now everything that I've done allowed me right now at this point, I make money from anywhere in the world. I just spent 3 months living on an island in the West Caribbean. And amazing. I still made money. I still did my business. And it was called Roatan, if you ever want to look it up. My partner, Jim Moore, which was my mentor, that we became partners. I got so good at what I do from him teaching me. Instead of me just being a student of his, I became his partner. My partner, Jim, lives on an island called Samui in Thailand. So it's like people don't have access to this guy. He's on his own damn island in Thailand, living a dream. And he's my partner. So it's cool when you understand this information and you have your support. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You could still do business. Him and I talk every day because we're passionate about what we do and we share ideas and collaborate. And so my partner is on an island in Thailand. I'm going to go visit him this year, spend time with him to work on some other projects that we're going to do together that we're super excited about. But we have employees in different parts of the world. We're not stuck in just having employees here in New Jersey where I am now, but this gives you the freedom to choose where does Romeo want to live? Where does he want to do business from? What type of lifestyle do you want to live? You can have all that because you know how to make money utilizing the internet, which is available pretty much anywhere in the world, unless you're underwater.
Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. I already see like, you know, helping my family in Israel and all the good stuff, you know what I mean?
Awesome, brother. Well, I'm glad that you're inspired. I'm glad that you can't sleep at night. I'm glad that you don't want to keep going to your old job, your old business, because there's a new improved version coming up. Let's jump on the call tomorrow at 11. I want to critique what you've done following this video because we have to have you prepared and ready for scheduled launch this Friday. This weekend, I think it's Martin Luther King Day is Monday, so it's like a somewhat of a holiday here in the U.S., which is good. When you have holiday weekends, you get more sales than typical regular weekends. So I really want to hit the ground running with you, getting sales this weekend, so that way by the following weekend we can start looking at scaling whatever we do this up and coming weekend. And that way you're catching the Valentine's trend, you're learning, not only learning, but you're doing and experiencing. How awesome.
Amazing, amazing. The best time to start, like Valentine.
That's where we get it going. So, all right, brother, I'll catch up with you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Take care.